We should probably stop eating this stuff. You know, our next episode's about health.
You hear what that sign says right there on this box? Read that box.
Donuts done right.
It says donuts done right. I'm not putting anything down.
Okay. Power to Prosper next.
From coast to coast and around the world, you have the power to prosper. Welcome to The Power to Prosper with your host, Dr. H. Michael Chitwood. Dr. H. Michael Chitwood is one of the influential speakers of our time.
God is opening doors for those who can see. My question to you is, can you really see what God has for you?
Broadcasting live around the world, Dr. H. Michael Chitwood is a powerful, dynamic speaker who has helped thousands prosper according to God's Word.
You are perfect for your purpose. See, no one can take your place and no one can do what you're called to do. There is no substitute for you. You have been pre-planned for purpose.
Discover how you can prosper in every area of your life: finances, family, your job, your faith, health, and your entire life. Get ready for transformative insights, life-changing principles, and practical wisdom to unlock your full potential.
God loves to use ordinary people to do extraordinary things in this world.
Join us now and experience the power of prosperity with Dr. H. Michael Chitwood. Broadcasting live, this is The Power to Prosper.
Well, welcome everyone to the Power to Prosper show. We just got done eating, like a dozen donuts and 5 cookies because after today, we're going to start worrying about our health, right?
Yes.
Starting today at this moment. Isn't that what everybody says?
Yes.
They're like, I'll start tomorrow. Nope, we're starting today. And so are you. So anyway, let's start. Let's just get right into it. Dr. Chitwood, why do you think health is important?
Well,
or why should we be talking about this today?
Well, for those watching, health is important to you. For those that's in the audience, health is important to you. Well, we like donuts and Oreo cookies. We're going to be talking about health, by the way. Welcome to the show today, everybody. Power to Prosper show, where we really believe that you do have the power to prosper in every area of your life, prospering in all things. Mm-hmm. And I believe that health is the same thing and brings good wealth. Let me ask you a question. What good would it do, and I tell the people this, what good would it do for me to make you a millionaire and you be sick and die with money? Money is supposed to outlive you.
Right.
You're not supposed to have money that you can't use and spend. And if you're not healthy, then you're not going to be able to spend it. So I believe that health is wealth. Health is wealth. Mm-hmm. If you heard me say, I think you need to be healthy, wealthy, and all these things. And you should be healthy so that you can enjoy the full energy level and the full purpose that God has placed into your life. Yep. Nobody likes to talk about death, taxes, or health.
Yeah,
that's the 3 things they don't want to talk about.
Topics. Well, I think you're absolutely right. And, if you're not healthy, then how are you going to be able to even, be a mom, be a friend, be a business owner, run a ministry, so many things. You're not going to be able to do that.
And you're exactly right. There's so many things. And I'll tell you right now, when we're doing our millionaire boot camps, we have to actually train for the millionaire boot camps. Our millionaire boot camps are 15 to 16 to 17 hours solid. Mm-hmm. And if you're going to be talking for 16, 17 hours solid, you have to be conditioned to do that. Your breath, your speaking, your stamina, all of that. And all of that's important because of your health. It takes discipline to live a healthy lifestyle. Mm-hmm. I mean, really discipline. Yep. We've been sitting here eating donuts and Oreo cookies, and I'll have to admit, we did not have the discipline. And it wasn't because of me, ladies and gentlemen. It was because of Ashley. She's the one that brought the cookies. She's the one that brought the donuts. And she's the one that said, let's eat. And so I did what she said. You do remember Adam and Eve where she said, hey, take a bite of this apple. So she said, take a bite of this donut. So I took it.
It's all Eve's fault. Don't blame me. Blame Eve.
It's discipline to live a healthy lifestyle. And basically, you've heard me say this before, that you have to quarterback your own health. Your doctor is not your quarterback of your health anymore. Mm-hmm. There are certain things he's not going to do anymore. You have to quarterback your own health. Make sure if you take a prescription, you check the prescription and make sure that you're taking the right prescription. People do make mistakes. Mm-hmm. You need to take supplements. I do. You see how many I take? I'm stacking those things like that on top of the donuts. You have to exercise. You have to eat right. And eating right is a tough one. I don't care what anybody says. Eating right is tough.
Yes, and I completely agree. I know all about health and nutrition. I have sweets every now and then because it is nice to treat yourself a little bit. But I think as long as you don't overdo it and you really focus on trying to eat healthy 80% of the time and trying to get, 80% of your time, that's a majority. So as long as you're trying to work that into your lifestyle, I think that's great.
Well, as long as you don't overdo it.
Yeah.
And that's sometimes a problem. What I have to do when I'm at a restaurant, if I'm satisfied, I have to have the server to come immediately, even if there's food left. Will you take this away? Mm-hmm. I just can't keep eating. If it's there, I'm just going to keep eating it. You cannot have a lifestyle of eating junk food and sweets and expect to be healthy long term.
Right.
You must be disciplined in the area of taking care of your body. You must exercise. And you know what? You are a prime example of that. When you were Miss Tennessee, and even continue now with the pageants that you do, you still have to keep yourself in shape. And you do.
Yeah, I'm going to the gym tonight after we get done filming. I'll be in the gym.
Yeah, you had
lifting some
Oreo
weights.
cookies.
Well, okay, that was one. But no, I think, it's really easy. Actually, people overthink being healthy. It's really not hard. We all know that we need to eat fruits and vegetables and grains, and we need to eat lean meats, and we need to go on walks, and we need to exercise. You can go out and walk around your neighborhood. You can do a workout video at home now. You can get on YouTube and look up any kind of workout video that you want for free. So it doesn't cost anything to work out.
That's
it doesn't
true.
really cost that much more to eat healthy. I mean, you can get bananas at the store for like 50 cents for something. Like, bananas are so cheap and they're so healthy. It's like, eat some bananas instead of Oreos. It's sweet, it's good. Anyway, I digress. But moral of the story is being healthy is really not that hard. It's all about being disciplined.
Disciplined.
All about being disciplined.
Disciplined.
Well, I could talk about health all day, honestly. It's one of my favorite topics, but I know we have a great guest that we're going to have on the show today. So let's go ahead and bring them out here pretty soon. We're going to take a quick break, but coming up next is Seen and Unseen. At Vision Broadcasting Network, we believe that souls are more important than profit. So I encourage you to visit vbntv.org and find out how you can air your ministry's program around the world at no cost to you. That's right, $0. Vision Broadcasting Network is the #1 global network for faith, family, and finances.
Well, welcome back to the Power to Prosper show. We're glad that you're with us today. We still believe that you have the power to prosper in every area of your life. We have a great friend of mine, a great guest. I love to hear him teach. He's taught here at our World Conference before. He's a great teacher, great preacher. And I'm going to give you the opportunity to introduce this great man again.
I would love to.
Yep.
Pastor Tavner has a heart to reach people with the message of hope in Jesus.
Yeah.
After receiving his ordination through Redemption International in 2012, he moved to Chattanooga to plant Venue Church, and in 2024 planted Hope House. Since then, his messages have had a global impact through digital media and nationwide platforms. He and his 3 girls, Avery, Emery, and Presley, live in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Everyone, please give a warm welcome to Pastor Tavner Smith.
Pastor Tavner Smith, everybody. My friend.
So glad to be here.
Good to have you back on the show. Good to have you back on the white couch
Look
again.
snazzy in the all white today.
Thank you. Come on.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Thank you, sir.
I have a question for you. How many pair of, do they call them sneakers or sneakers?
Sneakers.
How many
tennis
pairs
shoes.
of sneakers do you have?
Way too many.
Have you bought the famous Trump sneakers yet?
I have not.
What?
No, sir.
Okay.
What are those?
Tell me about those.
Well, I don't know. I just heard them on TV. It's a collector's item. I don't know. I just thought maybe you had everything. Since you had Chelsea Clinton Snickers, I thought maybe you might have the-
Snickers. A Snickers is what you eat when you're feeling hangry.
you know me, win wine. You know. Hey, we're glad to have you back on the show
So
today.
glad to
You
be
are
here.
a great man. You have been a great
so
friend of
much.
mine. I love you. I believe in you. I trust you. I trust him because he knows the word. And today we're going to be discussing something that I think is very important. A lot of people don't understand it, but the power of your words, how important it is to pay attention to what you're speaking every day.
Absolutely.
I know you personally because I know how your workout is. You have a very tough workout.
Yes,
I mean, you work out almost every day. So it's important for us to understand the questions about how important are your words that you speak every day. This is kind of about health in your body, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah,
Okay, so
Actually, it is. I'm going to talk about that.
I guess.
oh, okay.
Yeah. Of course, we read the Bible, Proverbs 18:21, death and life are in the power of our words. Listen, I believe this. Bad words can do just as much damage to your body as bad foods can do. Now listen to this. I ended up reading this article a couple of years ago about a study done in the 60s by someone named Masaru Emoto. Now listen to this. He took 2 bottles of water. On one bottle of water, he took the label off and he wrote words. Love, you're amazing, joy, peace. On the other bottle of water, he took the label off and he wrote these words. Hate, ugly, anger. He set those there. Every day, he had his students go to the side where the bottle of negative words are and speak negatively to that bottle. On the other side, he would have them go over, and where the words are positive, he'd have them speak positive to that bottle. After 2 months, they took the water crystals out of that water and they put them under a microscope, and here's what he discovered. Every water crystal they looked at with the positive bottle, it was blemish-free, it was perfectly shaped, everything looked beautiful. The water crystals of the one with the negative words, they were cloudy, they were disfigured, they were misshapen. And here's what he said, here's the importance. He said why that matters is your body's made up of 60% water.
Yeah,
So
true.
when you speak, you are either building health in you or you are building death in you, which is a scientific proof that the Bible verse that says death and life are in the power of your words actually means something.
Wow. Well, that is quite interesting. I know that I read a study about, which we talked about a little bit before, how negative and positive words, like there's an actual frequency that they've studied. So that's crazy. So it actually affected
Absolutely.
the water.
Listen, this is interesting. This isn't Bible. This is just someone else. Bruce Lee. You ever heard of Bruce Lee?
Yes.
He said this. He said, be careful what you say because your body doesn't know whether you're kidding or not.
Yeah. That's
so
true.
when you speak, this is what I've understood. When you speak, your body is listening. When you speak, it's creating an atmosphere around you.
That's so important because, we're talking about health a few minutes ago, and people immediately, when they think about health, they think about, I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to eat right. And a lot of those things, people need to do anyway because as a society, we are not very healthy.
Yeah.
But that puts a different perspective on things because, people will look in the mirror and say, oh, I hate my body. Oh, I'm fat. I'm ugly, whatever. And it's like you are just keeping yourself in this repetitive cycle of negativity, not only with your body, but like your words too.
Yes.
So it's important to use your words to get like prepared and like get motivated too, it sounds like.
Absolutely.
That's so interesting.
So you really
Learned
have to
something
train
today.
yourself. This is not something that you could just automatically say, I'm healthy, my body looks great. I mean, you have to train your mind. I mean, even the Bible says, cast down every imagination that comes against the Word of God.
It does. What I always tell people is you have to pay attention to what you say because when you speak something, it releases it into the atmosphere.
Yeah,
Right?
yes.
I can say something to you right now, negative, and I can turn around in 2 minutes and say, I'm sorry.
They're
But
still out there.
The word is still out there.
Yeah.
It's still doing damage. So this is what I tell people. Pay attention to what you speak. And if you speak something negative, don't beat yourself up, but rebuke it and replace it.
Yes, rebuke it and replace it. That's good. Good word, good word, yeah. Hey, listen, if you're watching the Power to Prosper show, you're hearing some really good information from Pastor Tavner today, pastor of Hope Place Hope Place.
Hope House.
Hope House. And I mean, it is a great church right here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And I would strongly recommend, if you're in the Chattanooga area, that you visit the church this coming Sunday. What time service?
9 and 10:30.
9. They have 2 services, 9 and 10:30. And by the way, if you want to become a member of ICCM, you can go to iccmworldwide.org, get your ministerial credentials. Many of you need to get your ministerial credentials before they pass this new law. It's going to be horrible. You need to get them now, because we believe that you're 2 Corinthians 5:18 according to the Supreme Court. So get your ministerial credentials. Also, if you want to be on the show, then you just go to info@vbntv.org, and we'll put your program on this network free of charge.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy. I know it doesn't sound real, but it is. But that was amazing. Thank you, Pastor Tavner, for
you
that.
for
I think that
having
was
me.
super insightful. I hope everyone
work.
at home watching and all of our audience members are going to go home and speak some positive words over themselves, and then maybe, hit the gym, pump a little iron, maybe eat some vegetables.
Come on now.
But we've got some great power thoughts coming up, and if you stick around, you're going to find out what they are.
I'm about to have a good day, no matter what they say. Sun is shining.
What is that gap between your dream and your reality? Listen, success or failure. There's gaps in between there. And what it takes is simply this. Number one is careful planning. You never do anything unless you plan it out. That's even written in my favorite book that talks about you need to write this thing down. We need to get it all on paper and see what it is. If you do that, you're going to be able to establish your goals. Number two, the goals of your life. You have to write these things down. You have to do strategic planning. You have to make sure that you have your goals written down. You need to make sure that you understand without a doubt that there's a dream inside of you. When God made you and created you, He put a dream inside you, and it's up to you to get that dream out, to make it come into existence. And that's what we're going to do.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Power to Prosper show. We've had a great show today talking about health. Let's hear some power thoughts, though, from some of Dr. Chipwood's books.
Yeah,
So
my
let's go
books.
ahead with power thought number 1. You want to go ahead and read it?
No, you read it.
You want me to read it? I'm honored. Power thought number 1, whatever you make room for will take up residence in your life. Pastor Tavner, what do you think about that?
I think this is biblical. The Bible says this, that God inhabits the praise of His people.
Wow.
If we make Him a place of praise, He will begin to live there. And the opposite, I would say, the enemy inhabits the complaints of people.
Yeah.
So whatever house you build depends on what comes and lives there.
Right. That's once again, we're back to a positive and a negative. Positive things can fill your life, but also negative things can fill your life.
Yeah.
And it gets filled by your words.
Absolutely.
So in your life, Dr. Tavner just said you need to make room for praise, worship, and the reading of the word and prayer every day.
Absolutely.
This section right here.
Absolutely.
All right, power thought number 2. Power thinkers are empowered by problems.
Wow.
Dr. Cook?
People that are great know how to solve problems. They don't look at problems as something that's going to set them back forever. It's actually a challenge to them, and it brings out the best in them. So that's why power thinkers are empowered by problems. They can solve them.
Yeah. Yeah, I sometimes am, I'm encouraged by a problem because it gets me out of my comfort zone. Makes me
Yes.
think different, get outside the box, and usually you come up with your best ideas.
Yes.
Yeah.
One of my mentors was Dr. Norman Vincent Peale, and Ruth Peale, his wife. Great people, by the way. He used to tell, and I used to tell it because he mentored me, and I used it in my conferences. I said, how many of you in here in this big conference of 3,000, 4,000 people, how many of you in here would love to have no problems at all? Man, everybody's hand went up. I mean, everybody's hand up. I said, well, I've got your answer. Would you like to know your answer? And they said, yes, what's the answer? We want no problems. We don't want to have any problems. I said this. I said, there's one place where there's no problems at all, and that's the cemetery.
Wow.
You don't want any
Look at
problems?
that.
Go ahead and
knew
take it out.
I was like, oh, he's about to say death, and it's going to get so morbid, and then you did. I knew it. I was like, that's the only place there could be no problems. It's true. Okay, last power thought number 3. Words can put success in motion. Pastor Tavner, go ahead and take that away.
100%. There's a verse in Matthew that says this: your words will either condemn you or they'll acquit you.
Yeah.
It's a legal term. It's a judgment. It either sets you free or it keeps you captive.
Yes.
So positive words set you free for success.
Yeah, that's good. Well, the Bible says in James, your tongue is like a rudder on a ship. It'll guide you. It's going to take you somewhere.
Yeah.
So your words can take you into prosperity or it can take you into poverty.
So don't be double-minded, in
That's
other
it.
words.
Yeah.
Don't go this way and that way. Don't be like you look in the mirror and look at yourself, and when you turn around, you forget what you look at. You need to be one-minded, and that is Christ. I'll tell you this right now. It's very important that people understand that we're giving you basic information that's going to help change your life, because it's a part of prospering.
Yes.
You can prosper in all areas of your life if you will just follow the teaching that we've been giving you on all these shows.
Yes.
It's very important. We try to make it funny. We try to make it interesting. But you need to realize when we talk about watch your tongue, say good things about your body, say good things about your life, say good things about your wife, say good things about your pastor, say good things. There's no sense you saying bad things. Talk good.
Yeah.
Hey,
Like the old saying goes, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all.
don't say it at all.
And that
That's
goes
good.
for yourself. Well, this has been great. I love this show. Very positive and uplifting. And now we want to hear from some of you out on the streets. So stick around for Sink or Swim.
Sink or swim.
Hey, I've got a lot of preachers, and I know a lot of preachers that like to fellowship with their people after church and even during church and before church sometimes. But I also have some preachers that come in the back door and they go out the front door and they're nowhere to be found. What's your thoughts?
I don't think he's really interested in the people, because he's the shepherd of the people, and the shepherd of the people are...
So what do you want him to do? If he's the shepherd, what do you want him to do? Go out the back door or the front door?
He needs to fellowship.
And what's that mean?
That means he needs to interact with his people. He needs to make sure they're okay, make sure that if there's something going on in their lives.
So you don't think he should run in the back door and run out the front door without saying hi to some of his people?
No, I do not.
All right, you heard it firsthand right here. It's all live right here. Don't go in the front door. Don't go out the back door. Just come in and stay and live there forever.
All right, well, stick around, because up next we have Common Sense.
He encourages, he lifts us up because he's genuine. And when he says he loves us, he really does.
Welcome back, everyone, to The Power to Prosper. Now we're going to hear from some of our viewers who have sent in those text messages. And if you haven't sent one in yet to ask the guys on the couch a question, then just text us at the number on your screen, and you might be someone who we put up on our show. So let's just get right to it with Billie Jean from Little Rock, who
Billie
says, I have decided that I'm going to change jobs. What now?
That's great.
What now? Who wants to take that one?
Go ahead. You take that one.
It's time to start researching. You need to get on Indeed.com and start researching jobs, start looking at opportunities, start getting your resume together, and then get set up to go to some interviews.
I love that.
Yeah.
See,
Have a
this is
plan.
the kind of guy that I'd want to sit with. Hey, Billy, why do you want to change jobs? What's the purpose? Did your boss get on you? Were you late every day and he griped at you? Did you tell him that
Right.
there's snow on the street was why you was late and there's no snow because it's 50 degrees? Why are you changing jobs, Billy?
Yeah, like you starting a whole new career. Like, what are we doing? We need some
What's
more
the guy doing?
context
I mean,
here.
come on, Billy.
We-
I don't
Straighten
know,
out.
Billy. I don't know if you'll make it at Chitwood.
But I guess, yeah, you can't go wrong without.
Listen,
might as well do some
we're not going to
research.
give little patty cake answers here. I'm going to give the truth. You give what you want to, but I'm going to give the
fine.
truth.
That's fine, and I love that. I
Billie
love
Jean.
you for that. All right, Stevie from Dalton, Georgia, right down the road, wants to know, why must life always be a struggle? Ooh, that's a tough question.
Go for it, Pastor.
Tavner,
I did a
that's
show
all-
one
that's all
time.
you.
I did a show. Can I do it?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Okay.
go
Well, you
ahead.
said you said Tavner. Can
I don't
do
know.
it?
It just seemed like a great question.
So,
for him,
so
but
I
you
did
go.
a show one time. We had about 100,000 people on the show. You was a part of it. I did one. How to Get Off of the Struggle Bus.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that
Yeah,
show?
that's it.
I mean, it went on for a year.
It went
I said,
viral.
some of you don't need to park the struggle bus and get your get your asset off of the struggle bus. And it's hard to get off of the struggle bus unless you have someone to help you get off.
Wow,
Someone has to help you. You can't get rich all by yourself. It's not going to happen.
Come on.
You're going to have a mentor, a pastor, a coach, or somebody that can help you change your life, think better. I've always said this, if I can change the way you think, I can change the way you live. I'll get you off the struggle bus, and life shouldn't always be a struggle. Stevie from Dalton, Georgia.
Yep, you are in control of your own
good.
life
There
and
you
your
go.
own destiny.
Yes.
So you have to get off that struggle bus yourself. All right, Kelsey from Pensacola asks, how do I know if something is possible for me? What do you think, Pastor Tavner?
That's a great question. I think you have to be honest with yourself. It says that nothing's impossible with him. It doesn't say nothing's impossible for us.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like, I'm never going to be a pro NFL player. It's not possible. So I think you have to be honest with yourself and take evaluation of your gifts, of your strengths, of your weaknesses, and then say, is this like a dream that really isn't going to happen? Then I'm not going to pour my energy into that. What can I find that I am gifted for, suited for, and even called for? And then when I pour my energy into that, I'll be successful.
It's a very good question, Kelsey. Very good question. And it's something that you need to evaluate and look at your weaknesses, look at your availability and possibilities of doing something. It's a very good. I will say this, that I believe that whatever you put your mind to, you can do.
Yes.
Anything the mind can conceive and
achieve.
believe, I believe that you, Kelsey, you can achieve it.
Come on,
Yes.
Well, that's all. That's it. That's all our questions. That's all for our show today.
Well, the reason why it's going to show up is because the reason why we did cut early, in case you'd forgotten this, is that we need to tell people a few things. One, if you want to be a programmer, you can go to info@bbntv.org. It's right there on the screen, by the way. It says closing. Info@bbntv.org. And also, if you want to sow a seed to help new programmers come on. We don't charge programmers anything to air their program worldwide. Nothing. We don't come back later. I know one network said we'll put you on for a year for free of charge, but after that they want you to start giving a contribution. We don't want any contributions from the programmers. We'd like to have contributions from you, the programmer that's watching, because if you're blessed, you should sow into it. Because this is good ground. This is not bad ground. We have a big war chest. So you're sowing into a big war chest. If you sow into a big war chest, you're probably going to get a big return and a big harvest. So you can sow a seed to vbntv.org. It's right there on the screen. If you want to be on the program as a programmer, you can go to info@vbntv.org. And by the way, if you want to be a guest on the program, if you're a preacher or teacher, if you're someone that has a message, give us a shout out at info@bbntv.org.
Yes.
Absolutely. We would love to have you.
Well, this has been a great show.
He just got talked out, huh? Okay, so
Why don't you close us out?
This has been an amazing show. Thank you, Pastor Tavner, for being here, and
for
Dr.
having me.
Cook, as
Yes,
always.
yeah.
Thank you to our audience, always, for being here with us. We are so excited about our show today, and we can't wait for our shows in the future. So stick around, because we believe that you have the power to prosper.
Hey,
We'll
all
see you
right,
next time.
All right.
Thanks for watching The Power to Prosper. Contact us at vbntv.org and check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/vbnTVORG. And be sure to join us next time on The Power to Prosper.